Hey guys, it's your favorite pipeline nurse practitioner. Today I wanted to go over something a little bit different, fiberglass. So fiberglass is not toxic in the sense of all of the other things I talked about. It's not considered cancer causing. It's not a chemical or a fume that you inhale. It actually causes mechanical damage to your body because it's tiny pieces of glass. That said, some kinds of fiberglass can be covered in toxic chemicals that cause VOCs like formaldehyde or styrene. So if you're working with those materials specifically, that's a little bit different. Fiberglass, as we know, is in insulation, it's in construction material, composite, in manufacturing, boat building, windmills. The concern with fiberglass is when it's cut or sanded or drilled into because it makes those little tiny glass fibers aerosolized. Most common way people are exposed is on your skin. And it's that itchy, needly, drive you nuts kind of itch. And it's not a rash, it's because you have tiny pieces of glass in your skin. Of course, you can always get it in your eyes if you don't have eye protection on, and you can breathe it in. The risk of getting it on you or breathing it in is higher if there's poor ventilation or if the environment is really dry. Besides the itch, that gets worse if you're hot and sweaty. You can have eye, nose, and throat irritation, cough. And the bummer about fiberglass is once it's on your skin and you get so itchy, scratching actually pushes those tiny pieces of glass further into your skin. And if you go home and you take a hot shower, the pores open up so those tiny pieces of glass can get in there further. When you're exposed to fiberglass chronically, you're at a higher risk for chronic respiratory issues like chronic bronchitis, asthma, because of the respiratory irritation. If you already have asthma, it can make it worse. What can you do about fiberglass? Well, keep yourself as covered as possible, including your eyes. And believe it or not, this is one of the few times I'm going to say a paper mask usually is okay. For larger particle exposures like installing insulation, paper mask is fine. If you're cutting or grinding, those are finer particles, you really might want to consider a respirator. When you get home, you want to get in under cool water first to rinse it off, and then you can warm the water up. You want to wash your clothes separately from other non-work clothes. You want to avoid scrubbing in the shower, use soap, rub gently. When you're cleaning up fiberglass, you want to use a HEPA filter vacuum or use the wet method. And if you frequently work with fiberglass and you have developed a chronic cough, or you always have a sore throat or sinus issues and you're told that maybe it's just allergies, chances are it's not. It's mechanical irritation from fiberglass. Protect your airway, protect your skin. Be safe out there. See you later.